Chapter 875, A Woman's Odor.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Pod-D-Cast. We're back after a mysterious and undocumented hiatus with a new thing. Not that we were on hiatus, that One Piece was on hiatus, just clarifying for everyone. And thank you for joining me, Hippocrit.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of, whoa.
Come is the usual. Yeah, that too. All right, let's jump into it. Chapter 875, A Woman's Honor. A Woman's Honor.
Sounds like an oxymoron.
Oh, damn. Hashtag MGTOW, hashtag woke AF. And we've got...
This opening panel, I want to say, I think
there's a lot going on.
This has more implications to it than the chapter itself.
I agree. I totally agree. It's great.
So Bartholomew, he's like, who's this guy? Yonko, who cares? Burn it.
Yeah.
So this is what we were thinking about last time. This is big shit.
They have the Strawfleet Armada has officially declared war against Shanks. Remember when Sogeking shot the world government flag and it was a big deal because that was a declaration of war? They're lighting Shanks' banner on fire. This is an official declaration of war. In the eyes of the Yonko. So that's pretty big news.
Pretty big news. So really what's happening is that they declare war with Big Mom already. The Kaido, I forget whether they declared anything or whether he just...
Zoro and the gang already went to Wano to begin preparations to fight him, so that's in the works at the very least.
So basically they're fighting all of the guys, except for Blackbeard.
Luffy and Blackbeard are already sort of enemies, so that's sort of the case.
I mean, it's how it should be, fighting everyone,
yeah.
but this is a very specific declaration, we're now attacking Shanks, the red hair pirates.
This is great. This is the most relevant Shanks has ever been in the series, outside of when he showed up at Marineford and stopped the war. But this is big news indeed.
What do you think might happen? Do you think Bartholomew will be captured, and then it'll be like a thing where Luffy's called out, say, "Hey, get control of your subordinates, bitch." Is it going to be something like that, or is it going to be now Luffy, you're just through his actions, you're now our enemy?
That's a good question. Just knowing One Piece as I do, I don't see the series going in a way that this escalates to an actual conflict with Shanks. Just because Shanks has been saved for last for so long, I think. I don't this could actually be the seeds that begin the inevitable clash between Luffy and the red hair pirates at long last. So I think that at the very least this will certainly be relevant in the future. How relevant it will be, I don't know. I could totally see as a result of this action, now that he's done this, some of the red hair pirates subsidiaries show up and they fight Bartolomeo, and Bartolomeo has a little struggle. Maybe he makes some friends in this cover arc, and then later on that has implications for the war that gets fought later. Maybe they've either made an ally or a certain group of people already hates the Straw Hats based on Bartolomeo's actions. I don't know. I don't see Bartolomeo getting captured by the red hair and then has to be saved later. I don't think they're gonna go that direction. But I don't know. I think we need more information.
The way they could have it, because Luffy doesn't want to fight Shanks necessarily. He's probably just not really thinking about it. So if there were to be a reason for conflict to start, it would be, we need one more poneglyph and Shanks has it. We've got to go and get it from Shanks. So it could be that. But it also could be this. It could be while they're off fighting their own battles, their army, their affiliates, have gone and done this. And they're like, what?
The only reason... You're totally right. The only reason I'm sort of downplaying it is because there has never been a cover arc with, major implications, inherently. The biggest thing that happens was that, certain characters, Karibo gets captured by, Drake and is, brought into, Kaido's, crew, because Drake's a member of Kaido's crew now. Or, things of that nature. Or, Wapol's backstory happens and he gets built up, and there's, implications that are kind of subtle later on. So, I am hesitant to think that anything that happens in this arc will be, a huge deal, but I could see it as more of, the seeds of something that gets grown later. That's my guess.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
Taking all the other cover stories, it's probably not going to be directly referenced.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's going to be like, it's going to be like implied later, and if you paid attention, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Exactly. I think it'll be something that like guys like you and I pick up on that the other audience might not, because they just don't remember this happening or something.
Yeah, so let's get into the chapter.
All right, let's do it.
And alright, so we start off with Brooke and Chopper in the submarine, with filled up
They're
with
all
cream
sticky and
goop
gross.
and sugary snacks.
And I assume this is from the cake falling over. Like it probably splattered everywhere.
It could be. I'm just trying to think. Like, is the ocean just candy? Is it like a really nice juice just around the island?
Well, it says like the river filled up with cream, implying that it normally doesn't have cream.
It says Sweet City Juice River, so they parked it near the river, or the juice flows from the river out to the sea a bit. I can't remember where they parked this.
I mean, there's a map there, so they parked upriver, apparently, somewhere, at some point. And so, like, they were up the river, they paddled it out to, like, the first X there, so they're on their way around the east, or the west, no, the east side of the island, up towards where the Sunny was parked. Yeah, I don't know, we're thinking about this too much. They got cream on them, they're swimming through the river, they're going there.
Yeah, and they see.
And then, like, there's some weird, like, okay, so they say, look, it's a mermaid, no, a merman. Are they talking about that tiger guy, or is there something off screen that we're not seeing?
I think they're probably talking about the tiger. It's a kind of weird translation. I'm not sure what they were going for. It's obviously like, oh, it's a mermaid. Oh, sexy lady. No, it's a merman. Oh, come on, whatever.
Yeah, this was a little confusing. Like, the way that it cuts off at the end, it's like that, what's he doing, fishing? And we, like, immediately cut to a different scene. I felt like we were going to, like, get a reveal something.
I feel like it's probably like, oh, look, a fish or tiger. It's some sort of Japanese pun that doesn't get, is like...
Wait, is fish or tiger a pun?
Well, you know, the character fish or tiger.
Yeah, I know him.
And he's a tiger mer thing, and he's like, what's he doing,
fishing?
Like, I feel like that's a translation of a pun that they didn't bother to, like, have a little note saying this is what the pun would be in Japanese.
I think you are definitely correct. There was something lost in translation at that point. Okay, but again, it wasn't that big a deal. Like, we're just being informed that they're moving to a place.
Yeah. So, the rest of the gang, they're still running from Big Mom, and the woods are on fire. They're quite close to the ship now, really. They're right there. And, you know, Big Mom's insane. She's just, you know...
I did want to give a little shout-out to this, because this actually... I know it seems funny, but, like, I'm actually a little bit impressed right now by Big Mom's power that I've been saying, like, complaining that we're not seeing enough of. Like, she's presently burning down, like, an entire forest, just, like, walking through it, you know, mindlessly, as she's using, like, Prometheus just to fucking burn everything. You know, I'm just like, that's pretty intimidating. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'm liking this.
It's like Bambi. Bambi's mom came back.
Yeah. Yes, that's what this whole arc has been.
Well, what if that was what happened in Bambi? It's the mom who set the fucking thing on fire.
Wow. What a twist that would be. So then they're just like running through the forest, which is boring and I don't care. But they're immediately like lost in the forest again, and
well, they're not lost, but they see that the thing is trying to trick them into thinking they've been somewhere they haven't been before.
Right.
Like to try and make them say, "Oh, we've been here. Let's turn around or go somewhere else." But they're actually going the right way. So it's like they've learned from their past encounters with stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
But yeah, the general running through the forest and encountering like people trying to get them is like, yeah, whatever. They're kicking and punching and punching.
We're past that. Big Mom is on their fucking trail right now.
Yeah. I did like that pumpkin guy, that pumpkin-headed guy who appeared really early on as like a Big Mom pirate subordinate guy. He's like, oh, there he is. Mm-hmm. There he is. He's doing something. He's cool.
I agree. I know at least one time we mentioned him specifically because how cool he looks. And yeah, he looks super cool. He's like a creepazoid. He's just like, hey, I'm Jack Skellington Pumpkin Boy, and he's scary. Do you think he ate an onion fruit? Is he an onion boy? He looks more like an onion than a pumpkin to me.
I don't know. Maybe
Okay,
he's
well, whatever.
just got a hat.
Yeah, that's possible. You know what he kind of looks like, actually? Remember Basil Hawkins' power that turns him into, like, a weird, like, grass doll? You know what I'm talking about? He only used it once way back, like, in Shabondi Archipelago.
Yeah, I don't think I remember that.
Ha, I remember everything. I'm a genius.
I
Anyway, they're just running and fighting.
I just
go
want to
ahead.
mention how funny Zeus is still being, because he's like, Prometheus and Big Mom are right there, and he's like, I really should just stop disobeying, but these are so tasty.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's adorable. And then he eats, like, too many and then gets all big and stormy.
Yeah, let's go into that bit. Click, click, click. There he goes. So
Page,
he eats.
page 14.
So
yeah.
Nami's like I don't know, growing the thunderballs at the tip of her climatect or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he eats the whole bunch, and he's like, "Oh yeah, delicious."
Which is cool. Like, I didn't actually think that was gonna go anywhere, but the fact that they're like Nami is actually doing something with it in a useful way, pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Also, I really just like the way like she's using a lightning bolt, but like it's like a curved fucking lightning bolt. It looks fucking sick. I just think that's awesome. Obviously, it doesn't make any fucking sense, but I don't care, and it's really cool. So, you know, rule of cool and all. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, she had all of her like things she controlled inside a thundercloud.
Mm-hmm.
And she took control of the big old Zeus, and I don't know, she probably like incapacitated them, all of them, like enough for them to escape. But then there's the guys at the ship. Like, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully, I think what might happen is that all those guys, you know, were taken up by Nami, or at least, you know, held off for a while. Like, I feel like Big Mom, like, this might be the chance where Big Mom passes out for a while, and, like, this is the chance they get to, like, make the wedding cake to, like, feed her when she gets back up. But then again, if it's that easy to knock out Big Mom, and, I know this wasn't actually easy, but, like, if Nami could do it with a big old lightning bolt, then, like, I gotta believe Luffy could do it with, like, a big punch. And,
Yeah, I mean, if this incapacitates Big Mom longer than Luffy's punch, then this is technically Nami being stronger than Luffy right here.
Right, which I do not believe in any circumstance.
But she's...
Then again, this is sort of a special case, because she's using, like, all of
she's using
Zeus's
all of
power.
She's using not only all of her climatect lightning thing at the same time, but she's using it inside of a giant thunder boy, who is also just able to just make lightning.
Okay, the only thing that's, like, at all kind of irks me about that is just that, like, there was this huge plan to, like Big Mom is only vulnerable in this one instance when she's, like, thinking about Mother Caramel or whatever.
We don't know if she's like vulnerable. She's just sort of like, ow.
But that was like what the whole plan was built on. So, like, it was, like, taken as gospel that she's, like, invulnerable at any other time. And clearly that's not the case, because she just got hurt. At least stunned. At the very least stunned.
I think that the implication is that there's no way you could muster up enough force to hit her without her killing you first. I don't know.
Oh, you know, I mean, this does seem, to be fully fair, this is a sort of unusually massive blast that, like, they're using all of Zeus's power, and, like, Zeus is, like, he's, like, half of Big Mom's power, almost. Like, he's an enforcer. He's a very strong, cloudy boy. So, yeah, it's not so bad. It's okay. I just want to see exactly what happened to Big Mom. Was she hurt? Was she stunned? We need to get to the next chapter.
I think she'd be stunned, but there wouldn't be a scratch on her body, I think is the idea.
That's what I want to see. That's really what I want to be the case. But, I think we'll see next chapter or something.
Yeah, so, the guys, the Perospero, is that his name?
Prospero, yep.
Prospero, and the...
Katakuri.
Yes,
right?
Guts. There they are on the ship.
Yeah, he's Guts.
And they're like, okay, Big Mom killed him with Zeus, and you guys here, because they didn't try to hide. They're like, oh, there's guys on the ship. What do we do? I guess we'll just, announce our presence, and here we are, Chopper and Brook. And they're like, well, we got your ship, and your friends are dead. What are you gonna do? And they're gonna fight, and that's gonna be pretty cool, probably.
I really like that one extremely thin panel of them just, like, looking at each other as Brook looks all the way down and Chopper looks all the way up. That's like a difference of, like, literally 9 feet between their faces, and it's, like, the coolest thing ever. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And they're just, of course, they're like, nah, fuck this dude. We're gonna fight and fight forever.
I really want these two to make a surprise, not a victory, but like, because I don't know whether they could take on the Kategori guy.
Yeah, that guy's pretty
But
strong.
if he gets, distracted or has to do something else, I think they could take the ship. Just them.
If it was just them, like, I know this Prospero guy's like her Big Mom's firstborn son and all, but like he never seemed that strong. So I could believe that these guys could beat him based on what we've seen. Katakuri on the other hand is like a literal psychic genius warrior man, so like that's a bit of a stretch. But we'll see. They could do something.
So now we get to the title, the titular moment of the episode. We got
yes.
What's her face?
Is that because there's two women? The titular moment.
Oh,
That's
well,
very sexy.
Now it is. Now it is why I said that. So they're flying on the carpet, and they're gonna
Which
go.
Which can fly for some reason.
Yeah, they're gonna
still
go.
Don't understand.
To I think they're going to go bake. A cake.
They're gonna get baked.
They're gonna get baked. They're gonna bake the cake for Big Mom.
Yeah, where's Big Mom's 420th son, the weed son, who ate the weed fruit and just gets dank all day, every day?
I'm talking slow because I'm a bit confused about like what they're what like she went to fucking she went to the guy with the hat and the cigar. And
Capone.
She said, there it is, Capone. She went to Capone, and she said, I need chiffon to make a cake to save Big Mom, but mostly I love Sanji, and that was the thing. Was she not going to make a cake, or was she going to make a cake? And now she looks like she's going to make a cake. I'm a little confused about what they're trying to do.
It seemed to me like she was going to make a cake. Actually, I don't remember. Was she fun saying that she wouldn't? I thought she agreed to.
I think it was like she said to the crowd, I'm going to go make a cake. And then she went over there and she says, I don't care about that, I just want to save Sanji. But now she has chiffon with her and she's going to make the cake. I don't know.
The cake was always an instrumental. The cake was always an instrumental part of saving Sanji, as I understand it.
Yeah, I guess.
You know. The weird thing is, they're headed straight for Big Mom right now, and they haven't a cake betwixt them.
They haven't even any ingredients. I don't know what they're trying to do.
And it was specifically mentioned that they have to like go get these like special ingredients from like elsewhere, and then make the cake, and then come back. So like, why are they going straight there right now? I'm confused. Maybe they're gonna like pick up Sanji and the gang, and then go back, and then cook and like escape Big Mom.
This is what Pudding's trying to do. She's trying to go over there and then either do something to Big Mom, maybe use her memory powers. Like, you don't care about cake.
We're still waiting for that shoe to drop. She hasn't done anything with that since we first saw it. Something's got to be done with that. It's a big Chekhov's gun right now.
All right. Forgetting what I'm just talking about, I just realized.
Okay.
Big Mom ate her friends. She doesn't know.
That's correct.
She doesn't know this. What if she blocked it out?
I see where
and
you're going
the
with
memory fruit is going to have some hand in making her remember it out of nowhere, and it's going to be like, oh dear.
Ooh, that would be brutal. I, for one, don't think that will happen, but that totally would make sense. That totally would make sense. I think that's... No, that's actually an excellent thought. I hadn't thought of that, and doing that sort of thing would be an excellent way to, like, actually fuck with Big Mom's memories. Because, like, if you think she gets fucked up when she just thinks about, Mother Caramel, how is she going to feel when she realizes that she ate Mother Caramel and all her other friends?
So upset that she's going to be vulnerable for, like, 2 minutes, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, Big Mom's cool. Big Mom is really, I'm really liking what's happening with Big Mom. She's tough, and like as a little child, she's always like such a monster. Like it totally makes sense why Big Mom is a Yonko. She is just like a monster from birth, and can just fuck everyone up. And she's super strong, and she ate her fucking mentor and got her devil fruit power. Oh, it's the coolest. I really like how Big Mom's been developed throughout this arc. Very good stuff. Very good stuff.
So, getting back to what's currently happening. So Chiffon leaves Capone. And she says, don't worry if I die, take care of the little baby. And Capone's like, no, my wife. No.
Capone really loves her. He cares
does.
about her. It's adorable.
And yeah, it's like a cool moment for her in a flashback kind of, and now they're gonna fly in. Really, I'm just confused about what are they gonna do, what plans do they have, and why is Pudding, like, got that face? What does she mean when she says that fool's right there?
for some reason, she's like pretending to like be mean again all of a sudden. I don't know. Maybe it's just because she's been pretending her whole life. It's tough for her to like be honest and stuff.
I don't know whether she's pretending to be mean. I think she's just like, that's her shock face, where she's like, she can't believe that Sanji's right there, and she doesn't know what she's gonna do. Like, I like him,
complex,
but that's
there
what
are
she's
complex
thinking.
emotions going on that face. You know, she's sweaty as fug. Her 3 eyes are all looking and stuff.
Looking.
Yeah, she's looking times 1.5. You know.
Oh.
She, in fact, of all the characters to look in, she's the most.
she's the most.
and I guess that's it. So I think next chapter we will certainly find out exactly what Put In is looking to do when she gets there.
Yeah,
and
it's
we'll see
kind
what Big
of
Mom's
it's a little
doing.
bit of a confusing chapter for
yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. I like actually, I don't know. It's all right. I just wish more stuff happened because like they're mostly just fighting in the forest, which is like we've done a lot of fighting already.
This is a chapter that's like explaining where all the characters are like moving right now and just like laying it out in like a reasonably, more or less entertaining way, and explaining like why characters are doing the things they're doing right now and giving them justifications and just like putting them there. Like now, okay, Brook, Chopper, bam, they're at the Sunny, they're doing that.
Brook. Doesn't he have like an icy sword thing?
He does. Soul Solid.
Surely a cold ice thing would be good to crack Candy. I think that's gonna be the way if he's gonna fight Perospero.
True. And you know what I just realized? So Mochi is like the devil fruit. By the way, did you know that Katakuri? It specifically was said in some place that I forget that Katakuri does not have a Logia. He has a special paramecia. Like that's like canon, even though it functions exactly like a Logia in literally every way. I don't know like why that is, but like because that's such a weird thing to do, I feel like it might be significant as we go forward. So just keep that in mind. It's a special paramecia.
Would it be like say Mr. 3's wax thing, but like
not quite
awakened? Like whoa, now I can become wax.
That would just make there be no difference between like Logias and paramecias. Like once they're awakened, I sure hope that's not the case. But like. Fucking like Doflamingo though, like he is a paramecia guy, and yet like he like sews up his internal organs with his strings, so like clearly he like can work like a Logia, sort of.
He can use his, it's like fucking Homestuck aspects. You can it's like a qualifier. Like if you awaken, then you can become your aspect.
I'm just gonna say again for the record, I fucking hate the idea of awakening so much. I think it's like the worst possible thing.
I just don't like the name because it's even worse than everything.
No, it's not. The name is pretty lame. Let's awaken our Devil Fruit powers at Radcon Awakening when we have that. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Finally, I will
all right,
awake from
and I guess that's
my deep sleep that I've been in for my whole
sleep
life.
Power. All right. Any other points to make? Or are we all set?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay, we're done, folks. Thanks for listening and putting up with us for a good 20-some minutes. Apparently there will be a chapter next week. It doesn't say there won't be, so I'm assuming. So we will see you then.
I will be away next week, so that's impossible. Unless I have Wi-Fi at wherever I am, and then maybe we can try it, but I will have bad audio for that.
That's actually a good thing to say. I'm glad that you said that. Okay, here's what'll happen, folks. Either we'll be able to somehow get Gib, and we'll do like some sort of like rough version of a recording, or we just won't do one, and then we'll cover 2 chapters in 2 weeks. So those are the 2 options. So if you don't see one next week, don't panic. Just means that you got to wait for our dulcet tones 1 extra week.
Yep.
So there you go. That's it. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.